So the real question is, what is wealth? Really? Everybody wants the outcome of the success. It's the difficulty to get there. That's the hard part. It has to be our generational mission to not just empower the self, but to empower others. The most exciting day of being an entrepreneur, I'm going to tell you now, is the day you decide to start your business. I want to belong to a generation that inspires young people to imagine a different future. I grew up without. I suffered. I was told I'm worthless. Now that I have it, I'm going to show everybody. Too many of us are too married to what we're good at, not what we need to get good at. I want to make it clear that this is your game, that you're not to be messed with. So we need to create a culture that says start. Start badly. Start scrappy. Make mistakes. Fail. Start again. Whatever you do, just start.
Why bother? Why go through all this? This is too hard. No, throw in the towel. It's not worth it. If you want a larger vision, you've got to empower yourself continuously, because life will catch you on the blind side.
If you want your life to change, here's the source of it all. Ideas plus inspiration. The good news is, ideas are not that far away. I've got an excellent phrase for you to consider, one that will serve you well for the rest of your life. Everything you need is within reach. The ideas you need for life change or business change are within listening reach. They're within reading reach. In fact, there's probably a library not too far from you. The problem is, most people pass by libraries. Very few walk in. There's a simple biblical phrase that says, if you seek, you will find. But it's very important to know that finding is reserved for the seekers. We don't find what we need. We find what we search for. If you will search, if you'll try, if you'll go, if you'll listen, ideas are within reach. And ideas are life-changing. There's nothing so powerful as an idea whose time has come. A business idea, a social idea, an investment idea, a good health idea. All you need is a specific idea to make an impact on your life. Ideas can help you gather treasure, gather equity, and gather wealth. 10 years from now, you can be right where you are now, or you can be in a new place. The difference between now and then could be significant in terms of money, lifestyle, treasure, and equity. In 10 years, you can enjoy an incredible life if right here and now you make a small change in your thinking to start you on the journey. The key is to start right now gathering the ideas and making the changes that will take you further along this new road. Ideas can change your life, and sometimes all you need is just one more good idea in a series of good ideas. It's like dialing the numbers of a combination lock. After you've dialed 5 or 6 numbers, the lock may not come open, but you probably don't need 5 or 6 more numbers. Maybe you need just one more number, one more idea. Maybe a seminar or a sermon can provide it. The lyrics from a song could do it. The dialogue from a movie could do it. Conversation with a friend might do it. If you keep your eyes and ears open, you'll find that one last idea you need. Once you find that idea, the lock comes open, and there's the door for you to walk through. Just one more idea, no matter where you get it, may be all you need to open that door of opportunity. If, however, the lock still doesn't open, you may be lacking in inspiration. Who knows why some people are inspired and some are not? Some people find a great idea and turn it down. Some people say that it costs too much. Some people say that it's going to take too much time. Some people are too busy. There are a lot of different reasons why some people are inspired to take advantage of a good idea while others pass it up. I call it mysteries of the mind, and I just leave it at that. There are some things I don't try to figure out. Some people buy and some don't. Some go for it and some don't. Some change and some don't. And if you've been around for a while, you can usually spot those who don't take advantage of a good idea. A man asks me, how come all this stuff goes wrong for me? I say, I don't know. The most I've been able to figure out is that those kinds of things always happen to people like you. I'll bet he's one of the ones who don't take advantage of good ideas. If he continues on that path, he'll probably never find the right combination. That honor will always fall on the ones who do. Like you. The consistent, disciplined, purposeful, constant search for knowledge. It's where the life-changing ideas are. Pursue knowledge with high expectations. Spend the money, time, and effort. They are all investments, but the payoff is so great it's hard to compare the cost to the reward. First is the money. Set up an educational fund for the programs, the books, the lectures, the seminars, and the videos you need for a constant flow of ideas and inspiration. Take a portion of your income each month and set it aside to invest in the search for knowledge. Remember, the best money spent is the money spent to cultivate the genius of your own mind and spirit. Make sure you don't spend more for frivolous comforts and conveniences than you do for education. The money is a small price. The promise is unlimited potential. The next investment is time, which is an extremely valuable expenditure. It's one thing to ask someone for their money, but to ask them for their time is a much more significant request. Knowledge takes time, precious time. The time you spend is irreplaceable. You can get more money, but you can't get more time. However, life has a unique way of rewarding high investment with high return. The major investment of time you're making now could be that small, fine tuning you need for major accomplishment. Last is the investment of effort. There is a great deal of difference between casual learning and serious learning. Learning that opens up the whole mental and spiritual process is truly an investment in effort. And this effort is the investment that opens the floodgates of ideas that can work their magic for you in the marketplace. So I don't hesitate to ask you to spend, in a deliberate and consistent fashion, the money, time, and effort required to reach your goals. These are the investments that turn on the lights, sharpen the focus, and start turning your wishes of wealth and happiness into reality.
Whatever you do, you want to develop technical mastery. You want to be the best at what you do. You want to master it. See, part of self-motivation is you've got to find something that gives you a strong sense of competence. Well, you become known for that. You develop a reputation of being good at doing that. You set some high personal standards for yourself. You're not competing with anybody else. You're just unfolding yourself to be the best person that you can be. That you want to give the best quality service that you can give, because that is a statement about who you are. You want to be relentless. When you want something, you don't expect everybody to say, oh, come on in. Oh, you want this? Oh, great. We want to give this to you. You're such a nice person. You're doing it for your family, aren't you? Great. No, life isn't like that. No, many doors will be closed in your face. Many loans that you will want. And they'll say, no, you don't have enough collateral. You don't have enough credit. And most people will give up. But you've got to decide that I'm going to be fearless. I refuse to be denied. And I'm going to go all out. I'm going to be relentless. I don't care how many no's I encounter. I like something Isaiah Thomas said when he's getting ready for a basketball game. He said, I'm going to either shoot us in or shoot us out, but I'm not going to not do anything. And that's the way to go. Make a basket unless you shoot the ball. You can't hit a home run unless you swing at it. Most people won't even take a swing. Well, I probably won't make it anyhow. That's the conversation. They really won't give it to me anyhow. If you want something, you've got to decide I deserve this, and I'm going to have it. And you go all out to get it. That thing is that when you want life, you got to be willing to go and go straight. Things are perfect. Don't wait for a deal situation. It will never be. I pay my bills. I money together. Do you are with what? Never be satisfied. A lot of people never take a chance in life. They want the situation to be ideal. Walk. That's walking. See it, I'll do it. No. If I you've got to be willing to be in your life. Reasonable. Believe it. You got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas, unquestionably. You got to have faith, and that faith gives you patience. That is not going to happen as quickly as you want it to happen. A lot of things are going to happen that will catch you off guard. And so therefore you've got to deal with and handle it as it comes. And not only that, but that faith and patience drives you into action. You got to keep moving and keep plugging away. In the Far East, they have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree tills the ground where it is every day, and it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years. Because at any time, had that person stopped watering and nurturing and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died in the ground. And I can see people coming out talking to a guy out there watering and fertilizing the ground that's not showing anything. Hey, what you doing? You've been out here a long time, man. And the conversation in the neighborhood is, you growing a Chinese bamboo tree, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Well, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see ain't nothing showing. You know that's how people are going to do you? So how long have you been working on this? How long have you been working on your dream? And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. People are going to do that to you. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop. Because they don't see instant results. It doesn't happen quick. They stop. Oh, no. You got to keep on watering your dream. And when it began to happen, they stopped laughing. They said, look. Whoa, look here. Look how, hey, man, you know, I know you can do it. Look here, you got a job here? dream. Somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, it's sweet to me. It's good to me.
Okay, I want to be sure everyone can see me clearly, and probably you can also hear me before we proceed. So let me know in the comment section if you can see and you can hear clearly as we get started. So today we are actually streaming live to all the platforms. So we're streaming from YouTube and we're streaming to other platforms. We're streaming to X, we're streaming to Twitter.tv, we're streaming to Facebook as well. So we can have more persons quickly. So if you haven't shared the video, copy the link, share it on your status, share it on your stories, and let me know in the comment section. Probably just type the word shared if you are yet to do so. Do that as we are about to get started. Now, there's a reason why most times we do the intros, which is actually literally very important because you get to listen to this amazing set of speakers, refresh your mind, and there's a reason for that, right? Everything in destiny is first built twice. Everything in destiny is first built twice. First in your mind before physically in your hand, right? So whenever you get to receive anything in life without the former, the natural order of things gets disorganized. The natural order of things get disorganized. It gets disorganized such that with just a matter of time, you get it, it's going to get lost. This is why a lot of people, when they get to a particular point in life, you always see them lose everything. And it's like they're starting all over again, because you cannot break the natural order of things without having the consequences. So visions and goals are as important as the strategy that empowers them. Your mindset is literally your contribution to your success or your failure. So it is very important why we get to do these videos and the intros before I come on live and share with you. I'm literally rushing to be here, and the live had already started before I actually came in, so I don't have the time to change. But let's get it. Okay, let's get started. If you've been following my predictions about the space, about the industry, about crypto, about where we've been and where we are right now, especially let's say from 2021, right? Because we can literally go way far back. But let's just look from 2021, when there was the last bull run, and the bull run was coming to its culmination, was coming to an end, and then we were about to get into 2022. I did a series of live streams. So we literally used to have the former YouTube channel which we had a lot of subscribers there. We eventually, or unfortunately, we lost that channel, and we lost a lot of subscribers and stuff, because, and not just the subscribers that's the problem, because a lot of you came back, right? Although we had about 20k subscribers in that channel and 30k, we had a larger number than we had here. And also we had a lot of amazing contents, which I think the content for this channel started sometime, I think 2 years ago now. So that should be this 2025. So sometime 2023. So I think the content of 2022, a lot of them are lost. But from 2023 downwards, we have a lot of content on this channel. So basically, if this link was shared to you, you're currently on the YouTube, you can literally, after this session, you can scroll to past content. I mean, everything being said is verifiable, right? So you literally go to this content and you can see when did Shifu say this thing before it happened, what happened, where did he say, which video, everything is on it, everything. I said it on live. So the ones I say that didn't go well is on live. The ones I say that went spot on as well is on live. But over the years, you see that our accuracy has been increasing, right? From 50% accuracy to 60% accuracy to 70% accuracy to 80% accuracy to 90% accuracy, right? That means 9 out of every 10 times we have been spot on. And being spot on is not something that somebody just wakes up today and just do, right? I have put in my equivalent of 10,000 hours in this industry to get to the level of accuracy I have been. This is my 10th year of trading and investing in cryptos. 10 good years. 2025 makes it 10 good years of doing this. So that gives you a clue that you can't, should I use the word, the level of expertise we've grown to is because of how much time, energy, commitment has been put into the space, into research, into understanding. We could literally in the whole world, in the entire crypto space, the millions of users who engage in cryptos and the millions of experts, you could bring up, let's say we're like a million. You could literally count with your fingers how many of us predict days, times of certain events that happens in the crypto. We have a very extremely few. And that is why if you want this live stream, it's a blessing. And if you're yet to share the live stream, it's a curse. So you mean you do not want to be on the curse side, you want to be on the blessing side. So make sure you copy the link and share the live stream so you have your friends, your family in, and your folks who should benefit from Shifu's session. Because the only second Shifu are the Shifu lights, right? The Shifu lights out of Shifu are the only second Shifu. Apart from our tribe and people who are in the community, we don't have any other Shifu, right? So if you look at our position from like 2021, you see when the market, a lot of people were destroyed with when the market turned bearish, right? Many people never expected that the bull market was over. A lot of people were just, they felt like, okay, it's going to continue like that, and they ended up losing a lot of money. And you do not want to be on that side, right? And even when we had it pop out sometime in April that year and Bitcoin distressed, there was a little bit of run towards the end of the year, which I got a lot of us capitalized on, and I gave a lot of amazing calls. A lot of us made money. And I mean, we've talked about this in some of the previous sessions, and we saw the comment from a lot of you and stuff. But coming to 2022, I made emphasis, and I did it on live stream and told us how bad 2022 is going to be, how the whole year is going to be really intense and really crazy. Because of that, that was when we now started hosting the public CME sessions, whereby once every month I come to go on live here and I begin to share with you guys what will happen for that month on a live stream. I was doing that all through 2022. Either I do it on Zoom or I do it on YouTube. The levels the market is going to get to from one point to another, I was doing that. in throughout 2022. So whatever content I'm putting up now, we've been doing this for a long time, right? And been doing, for those of you who've been here since 2022, it's not like I just started giving such level of accuracy with that. We've been sharpening, we've been getting better at it, getting better at it, getting better at it, getting better at it, getting better at it. And throughout 2022, you could see I was doing that for us, and we were having the CME sessions. And that was what, after having for a stretch of time, I told us that at a point, we're going to have the CME group. And when we have the CME group, two things, it's going to mean two things. Number one, I'm just going to allow only 100 persons in the CME private group. And we had the 100 persons actually. So we had the 100 persons. I said, after 100 persons, I won't accept anybody into the CME group. And those of you who've been following me over time, you know that I'm somebody who keeps to my statement and keeps to my words. Even if you come to pitch me or pay me, I won't accept. And the moment we had 100 persons in CME, I did not accept any payment. Till date, if you check the CME group, we are just about 100 persons. Never accepted any other person again, and I shut access to it. So I think I give access to everyone in CME. I give access to all the recordings from the CME series we had and stuff, and shared a little bit of a couple of strategies with them from time to time. And I think the second thing I stated was that you should know that when that is done, within a short while, the bearish market is literally going to be coming to an end, and we are about to flip. Now, one thing you notice that everything I do is with purpose and is with timing, right? So when we got that, we started seeing that happen in November 2022. I decided not to just share on live that, okay, we are bottoming right now. The bear market comes to an end right now. Bitcoin is going to start moving up from 16K where it is to start moving higher. I did that. So I also posted it on our Telegram channel in November 2022, and that is going to become a pivot, right? I made the emphasis that the pivot begins from November, and that will be the beginning of an upward journey. Now, imagine if you are listening to what I said in 2022, I made money with a lot of people who made money in 2022, right? And then let's say by when the market bottomed, you listen to when I talked about the emphasis that the market is going to bottom and start picking up from there and start moving up toward 2022 into 2023 into 2024. Imagine if you had been positioned within those timing. A lot of people who are trying to scramble around for peanuts now would have made so much amount of money. So much amount of money. Knowledge is an edge that gives you a better position than the rest. Knowledge is an edge that gives you a better position than the rest. And if you don't joke with it, you could literally get to a point whereby you really, should I use the word say, change your life. Right? We had an upward journey, exactly as we talked about in the market. And even if you go through most of the information we share, we had a lot of things. We had a lot of things. We had a lot of opportunities. Sometimes there were a series of. Then we got 2024. 2024 was the year that changes everything. Everything. And in 2024 was when we started the bull run sessions. We started the bull run sessions. Okay, okay, I'm back. I'm back now. I am back. I am back. Fantastic. 2024 became the year that literally changed everything, right? And that was where we started the bull run sessions. Started the bull run sessions in 2024, and then we began the crypto capital show running. So if you've never been in any of our crypto capital show series or what's the word? The first time you could see this is the 55th episode. This means we've been running the crypto capital show for more than a year. More than a year, over 1 year now. Now, if you look at every predictions we've been giving, every forecast we've been giving, every projections we've been giving, there has been something that's been peculiar with a pattern I have always been operating in, and that is timing. Timing has been that's something that's been so peculiar. It's because I understand the power of time. I understand that, I mean, what can make somebody who is like me, just from the streets, someone who was just someone from the streets, right, with the worst set of financial status of how poor and broke I was, right? Somebody who dropped out of school because of how hard life was. Most of you knew my journey, know my story. How can you explain how I have been able to move up from the lowest point you could ever get to in life to the point I have been? And the truth is, it's because of a particular kind of wisdom. And that particular kind of wisdom is understanding the essence and importance of timing. And those of you who've known who were in the series of sessions or interviews we have done about sharing my story, I would make an emphasis on understanding the power of timing. That the difference between those who were extremely successful and those who aren't is the understanding of timing. Timing and seasons. Time is a gift of God to humans. It's a gift of God to man. With time, you could literally change anything, only if you understand how to capitalize on it and how to use it. Your understanding of this thing. And that is why you see that just like the CME, we started the Bull Run, right? The Bull Run group was launched, and the Bull Run group has been running, right? The Bull Run group was launched, the Bull Run group has been running. And that, why didn't we start the Bull Run group so many years ago? Why was it that when we were to enter 2023, I closed down, I think 2023 or so, when I now officially closed down access to all my groups, all forms of mentorship, everything was shut down. And then we now started the Bull Run group in 2024, coinciding with the bull run trainings that was being done. I was doing a series of bull run trainings for us, teaching us how to take advantage of 2024, what's happening in 2024. As everything I was saying it on live stream, you could literally go back and scroll through all those videos and see everything I was saying. And now it's always like that, right? I'm getting a lot of people who come and they go through the videos and I'm like, Shifu, where have you been? Where it's always the same thing. Where have you been? If I've met you earlier, I wouldn't have made this mistake. I wouldn't have made that mistake. I would have made it. It's always like that. And then you get to see when we started the Bull Run group and why we started it, for the essence and the focus of just this Bull Run, right? Of just this Bull Run. Of just, if the focus was just to, let's say, create a crypto group and have a private group and all that, we can literally just do that, right? That can always be done and just run a private group. And it's no, the focus was the target, Bull Run, the Bull Run we are in. And you can see how we've grown and scaled to become accurate 9 out of 10 times. Do we lose sometimes? Yes, of course. Of course. But do we win consistently? Yes. And why have we been winning consistently? We've seen the testimonies, the result. In fact, I was talking to my team, right? Initially, I stopped sharing testimonies from the Bull Run group. I just intentionally stopped. I just stopped because I don't even care. I get to the point where I don't really care about trying to convince anybody, right? I stopped it for some months now, but a couple of persons in my Bull Run group, in my team, advice that it's what is not right. We shoot consistently. So I think maybe from tomorrow we're going to start posting testimonies of people in the program group and stuff. And the truth is, when we start posting testimonies, even for the next 30 days, if I post testimony for the next 30 days, there won't be a day that won't post testimony. For the next 60 days, there won't be a day. That's how much results have been generated, even in a state and a season whereby people are crying, people are confused, people are losing out and stuff. And now, most times when people get in, let's say someone joins into the Guru group, joins into the ETF and all that. Sometimes the first time for some people who are like their first time, they don't really understand, okay, this is not the method of mentorship they are used to, right? They are used to people who are like, that is what, who are just signal provider, who just carry, copy and paste and all that. This is not their kind. But after a while, a couple of them start learning, start adapting. Okay, this is not how Shifu does its thing. This is how Shifu does its thing in a different way, in a different model, in a different kind of training. So I need to see how I can grow up to catch up with him. And if I can catch up with him, I can now be on the winning side like every other person who is sharing testimonies and stuff and whatnot and stuff. Now, so we had growth and wisdom over the years. Growth and wisdom over the years. Because those of you who've been following me for years, you also see how personally, even my own life, I have been growing and advancing over the years. I mean, this is my 10 years, the 10th year of being involved in this space. And this is the 15th year of me exploring opportunities in the internet, in the online space. The first time ever I decided to open a computer, open a laptop and say, I really want to make money from the internet, and I started doing was 2011. And most of you saw the email from 2011 I sent to some people when I was trying to navigate my way around the space and the industry of online and making money online. Most of you watched my story from way back or so. I posted like this, the email and everything with the timestamps which we saw from 2011. So someone who's been here is, so I've earned the title a Shifu, a sage, not just because of the title was just picked and stamped. No, it's because of experience over time, growth, professionalism, expertise, being so good at what you do, you cannot be ignored, right? Preparing yourself for the best. That is why, now, this time we have right now, from me to you, is your final opportunity. It is your final opportunity. I tell even, and I have a lot of friends who own private groups, right? They own, some of them have private groups and paid groups. Some of them have requirements of various things, right? Various things, various reasons, and various platforms. Some of us have got that, right? Various things, various platforms. Some of them have paid platforms. Some of them have requirements for you to join their groups and all that. So sometimes I share information from my private group for them because they are my friends, right? I just share the value and stuff. And I get people from their platforms and ask me questions at times, and I smile, and most times I ignore the questions. Why? When they ask me, how do you know? I just don't bother explaining how I know. Just wait for it. When it happens, it will happen. And we've seen this over and over and over and over and over again. I tell most people who are like a lot of your one-on-one, what's it called? A lot of, I tell most of people like on my one-on-one, what do you call it? One-on-one private mentorships. I do like management advisory for them, discretional portfolio management, whereby guide them on, okay, this is the fund they have, Maybe they have like $1 million, $500,000, $200,000, $1 million. I told them the same thing, right? After this season, I'm like, see, I'm not going to entertain this. I'm not entertaining those who are reaching out to me. Okay, I want personal portfolio purchases. Please help me buy what you think is going to work out for me well, and just when it's in whereby a lot of them are doing this, a lot of people are doing this, right? High profile individuals, high net worth individuals, people in the governments, people in power, people in governments, people in power, people in what's the word to use? People in religious circles. That's people at the top of the chain. I can't count how many persons who are doing and engaging in this right now. So many of them. I'm referring to people who are already like 8-figure rich, 9-figure rich, 7-figure rich, right? These people are saying, okay, I'm going to allocate $1 million, $500,000, $200,000, $300,000, $5 million, $2 million into cryptos. Can you guide me? Can you help me buy this? A lot of them are reaching out this period. And now, then you who is yet to get to this status, you may not know this. Maybe because you're not in this level yet, you're not in this circle yet. But these people have a foresight understanding, because we're getting America involved in this. And whatever we're seeing happen in America now, happen in China now, every single one of these things were things I said. Every single one of things were things I said. About the bull run, about what is coming and what is happening. I said every single one of these things. If you check through all the past videos that was done, the live stream, every live stream we've had in the past 1 to 2 years, they are on the YouTube channel. You can literally go back to the YouTube channel and watch every one of them for yourself. But there's something that a lot of people have been saying or focusing about is this bull run is so different. Some people say the bull run comes to an end, the bull run. A lot of people were caught on guard, especially when this year started, when I talked about how bad it's going to be January, February, March, and then the beginning of opportunity in May. A lot of people were blindsided by this. Now, the question is, why has this bull run been different? This is something I've actually answered before now, but I'm just going to say it or reiterate it, especially for those of you who've missed a lot of my sessions, and maybe you're new here. Why has this bull run been different? You know, we always have a normal cycle every 4 years, right? Every 4 years, there's a bull run cycle. The key word is what we call cyclic anomaly, right? Cyclic anomaly. So let me just type it for those. Okay. The key word is called cyclic anomaly. Cyclic anomaly. I'm trying to. Let me stop this stuff rolling. Okay. Cyclic anomaly. Now, cyclic anomaly is basically when there's a pattern or something that happens in every circle, but this time around, there are different events that are not in previous circle that is happening in this particular circle. And that's what I made emphasis on us from 2024, like last year, that last year's halving is different from every other year's halving. Because there are different events happening in this time. When you look at the chart, like historically, you're going back to the other time frames. Go back to time frames from 2018, 19, 2021, 2017, 2016. You begin to see different parts of it scattered around in this particular circle. So we're having what we call a modified or adaptive circle. And that's the reason a lot of people are caught off guard. That's the reason it is caught off guard. There are a lot of events. The ETFs was one of the critical events I made emphasis on, which was not in previous cycles. The level of ETFs, the institutional activities, Yes, in one of the circles, there was a time when we had Trump as president and stuff when he came into power. Yes. So you see, when you check some of the things happening this time around, they happened like 2018, 2019, right? Then you now look, there's some things happening now that happened like 2017, 16. Then you now check, there's some things that happened in 2021. So this circle is like a culmination of various activities from the past happening at the same time. Hence, we're having cyclic anomaly. So a lot of people will be caught off guard because they do not expect this thing to happen. So they doesn't feel like this cycle should have been a linear pattern, but it's not happening the way they want it, the way they expect it. But there are three things you should know. Three things you should take out of today. Number one is the speed of how this opportunity is going to be. It will be so fast. The fastest you've ever seen. It will be faster than you've ever seen before. If you're going to recall, there were 7 things I said is going to happen within 70 days or within 90 days. I did when I had the private Zoom session with us. And we're seeing a lot of these things happening. It's just like Ethereum, for example. I told you guys that there will be no bull run except we see Ethereum at 1,420. That was the exact figure I gave us, 1,420. Now, I said from there is when we will not see Ethereum picking. And what is happening? We started seeing Ethereum. And when Ethereum was picking up, people were like, is this picking up? Isn't it not going to go down? We started seeing it going down, going down, going down. So if you go to your charts now, go and look at Ethereum and see the zone where Ethereum has picked from is the exact zone I told us that this is a zone I had marked 2 years ago, 2 years prior. And I'm saying this with so much guarantee that this is where this is going to bounce from. And we started seeing that playing out already. So if you had your notes in those Zoom sessions, make sure you click your notes and keep in touch with everything that I said because we're seeing them playing one after the other. But it's one thing to just see them play, it's another thing to make sure you take advantage of it because that is the reason why we had our private Zoom session where every one of us joined and I shared as much information as I can for us. So the first thing you should know is that the speed will be it will be very fast. It will be very fast. The second thing you should know is that there are some coins that are going to peak in June. Some coins are going to peak in July. Some are going to peak in August. So when you literally expect all of them to move, they won't. That's the truth. Some coins are going to, by June, they are done. Their run is done, it's over. Some of them, by July, their run is on, it's over. Some of them, by August, their run is done, it's over. It's over. Probably for the next 5 years. Then, number 3, there are also some coins that even after this bull run is done, they will still stand tall. They are going to go down, right? But they will still stand tall in the next 5 years. When I'm talking about the next 5 years, I'm talking about 2030. Because the world as we see it, will be changed in every aspect, in every industry by 2030. By 2030, the world as we see it today will no longer be the same. It will no longer be the same. So just like we have Bitcoin and Ethereum, we would have a lot of things that have changed in finance, in crypto, in DeFi, especially with what you see. In fact, the presidency, Donald Trump coming to power, which is something I talked about, I forecasted about the activities and the effect of his presidency, him coming to power, what will happen and what we play, which we already seen happen in real time. Now, the effect of all these things happening, the effect of all these things we are seeing happening in real time is a foundation of what the world is going to be by 2030. The legalization of crypto coming into space. What I used to talk about in forecast, whereby the combination of forex and crypto coming together and being a one system in finance. Everything I talked about forecasted, whatever you're seeing happening right now in the institutional level, in the global level, from the world power level, is the foundation of how the world is to be by 2030. I know a lot of people, especially maybe within the space or within the industry, are more short-sighted and everybody's focused on what is happening in the market right now, what's happening right now. But what they currently see is how the world is going to be in 2030 and what's the impact of whatever is going on right now and how it will impact 2030. And this is why it is the duty of those of us who are futurists to guide you on that part, to let you know that this is how it is to be. So there are 2 things you have, right? You could literally give yourself the research this period. If you give yourself the research, it could literally help you. You will see a lot of gems and opportunities within the 3 things I just mentioned and capitalize very, very well. Basically, you could decide to join in on the Bull Run group, join in on the ETFs, because I do hold weekly sessions with them, monthly sessions with them. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of this. Those who can afford my one-on-one portfolio structuring, take advantage of all these things for your betterment in the season and the time we are in. Because if you look at certain things I used to say in 2022, I no longer say them. Certain things I used to say in 2023, I no longer say them. Things I'm saying in 2024, that maybe I'm still reiterating now, we no longer be said in 2026. Right? We are structuring testimonial contents for Bull Run and even the Forex Trading Network. Right? We're structuring contents for it, which I think should start be pushing out from tomorrow and all that as well. 90% of all we do, 90% of all we do in the house of work is literally free. 90% of everything we do is literally free. The airdrop channel is free and we have admins running it. The crypto trading network, which was formerly the Bible trading network, is free and trades are being dropped there. The Forex trading network itself is free. The group chats and platforms, they are all free. Literally every single thing. The email list we had, the newsletter we have, the newsletter, it's free as well. The only thing reserved for the 10% is for those who want to be early starters. Those who want to be early starters, who just want to be in that 10%, to be in on the Bull Run group or to be in on the ETF. Those ones, they just want to be in the early starter. They don't want to just dive in on a lot of the free things alone. And the funny thing that a lot of people who later got to join in on these platforms benefited and maximized the free opportunities, made money for free from the free value and information that's been stored, and from there joined in on the paid platform. So, and if you look at the timing of whatever we do, whatever we say, okay, this is going to be a mentorship, this is going to be a platform, this is going to be a group, it's run for a particular time and a season. And once that season is done, it's definitely over. It's definitely over. A lot of us are retiring from the space, retiring from the industry because we've made a lot of money and we've positioned ourselves for life. We're settled in a lot of things. And what you see a lot of people doing right now, like myself, is we're pulling money from our physical businesses, pulling money from our real estate businesses, pulling money from businesses in different industries, and pumping a lot of things in crypto. Some of us are even selling properties, houses, and pumping in just to maximize this time and season, because we know once it's done, we wash our hands and leave. And this is why the rich keeps getting richer. This is why the rich keeps getting richer. So do the best possible thing you can. Join in on the Bull Run group, join in on the ETF, and take advantage of this season. Take advantage of the weeks to come. Take advantage of the months to come, especially with what we have in crypto, right? Because we've got like April is halfway done already. Once April is done, we've got May, we've got June, right? Some coins are going to pick in June, right? Some are going to pick in July, right? And the last batch is going to pick in August. And in September, the only people who are going to make money in September are people who already understand and have mastered the art of trading. Those who have mastered and understood the art of trading from September for the next 5 years, those are the ones that are going to be okay. Every other person that is going to lose money drastically in the space. And because of that, we've seen ahead of time was why we now said, okay, it's time to set up the Forex Trading Network and let people take advantage of it for free. And then buy an account with any of the our funded partners, and then join in for free and copy my trades and setups for free, learn for free how to pass this account and get funded while they are doing what they are doing in crypto. So that we definitely have something to fall back up, right? To literally fall back up. In the last alpha sessions, that's the last time we held private, we did what's it called again? The Crypto Capital Show. What we were doing is usually we pick one asset class and one thing, and I would maybe recommend for that week and say, okay, this is what we could be buying in on, this is what we could get. I think the previous time the first recommendation we gave was actually Shield Protocol, which has been underperforming since then, right? It was Shield Protocol which has actually been underperforming since then. We had a projection for it. I think that was one of the weeks we we talked about it. The second week, we also talked about it. I'm trying to open up the charts, but it seems it's been very, very slow. So I'll literally have to wait for it to possibly load up. So it's been underperforming since then, right? And then we had the second one we had is what's it called? A47, which was recommended, and it did very well. It did I know projection for that week was about 50% to somewhere about 100%, and it did that amount of gains. It moved up very well that week, and that was our alpha for the week. Yeah. So far so good. We have one alpha that was shared, which is underperforming, and we have one that was shared that literally did well as well. Then besides that, on the DeFi category of plays, all our analysis that was done with certain coins like PEEP and a couple of them, live trading analysis, live chart analysis, all our given trades projected has been playing out 10 out of 10. Literally every single one of them that we've done in the most recent crypto capital shows from like 2-3 episodes recently that we've been having time to do have been playing out 10 out of 10. And in fact, sometimes I share some of the trades I give the bull run across all the Telegram free groups and platforms as well. And if you have actually been taking them alone, every single one of them I've shared within the past 2-3 weeks have also been playing out accurately 10 out of 10. So probably maybe very soon we'll hit a loss. But we'll be hitting wins 10 out of 10 so far. So good as well. So I posted a private sale, right? I posted a private sale on the group chats called the ETH Wolves. You do not want to joke with it. It's literally going to be super, 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 super big. You want to maximize it. You want to take advantage of it. You literally want to be positioned on that private sale. And for this week, our alpha is going to be a coin called Fatcoin. Fartcoin. Fartcoin. It's somewhere around the $800 million market cap or so. But that's going to be our alpha for the week. Fartcoin coin, Fatcoin. Now, every coin when we started picking like one alpha for each week. For when we started that in our crypto capital show, which is just we started that like barely a month now. So Fartcoin is Fatcoin now, which is going to be the third coin, right? I will be recommended. So far so good. We recommended like 3. One has done very well. One is underperforming. This one I just recommended now. I projected to really do well in this run. Now, every coin, every one of them that I've been calling this crypto capital show, watch it in the next few weeks. Watch it in the next few weeks. A lot of your lives, a lot of your lives will be changed drastically from them, because they will even go higher than they have done, right? So you literally want to watch it. Be out for it, right? That's why even the private say you do not want to miss it as well. Someone said, please boss, are you expecting A47 to hit up to C1? Well, I don't even know what the price is right now, so I can't give a price target. I don't know what the price is right now, so I can't literally give a price target currently for that. But the only one I can literally say a price target is going to be for, which is Fatcoin, is we could literally be seeing it doing 300%, 200%, 300%, 400%, 500%. So we could see that on FARTCY, and that's the Fatcoin I just said now. Now, the private CY share, do not joke with it as well. Do not joke with yourself. Then, thirdly, our mail list, right? Our mail list, we started this week that just passed, sending out information on our email list. A lot of alphas will be shared on our email list. Some content and some things which I may not post in public places. A lot of you have been following for a long time know how private I am. I'm very private, a lot of things I do. And even it's a lot of information I share as well. So a lot of things I may not want to share publicly a couple of times, I will be sharing on our email list. So make sure if you're not on our email list, make sure you are there for those alphas, right? Make sure you're there on those alphas. Now, to be aware of daily intraday prognosis for Bitcoin, the market, the crypto, how we're navigating it on a day-to-day basis, and people making money out of it and all that put together. Make sure you join in on the bull run group. Join in on the bull run group or the ETF. Get positioned on them. Get into any of these platforms for your own good, because a lot of us, a lot of folks like myself, we are very well positioned. A lot of us, we are very, very well positioned, right? We are very, very well positioned. Someone's asking, please, the name of the coin. I think someone else has replied here as well, because I did an explanation for that. We are very, 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 very well positioned, and we won't be having your time very soon. A lot of us won't be having your time very soon, because why are we going to have your time when we are we are making a lot of money for ourselves, right? So there's so many persons out there who are not. There's a word I'm like skipping my head, all right? So do all you can, because every second, every minute, every moment, it counts right now. It counts right now. And that's why we said vision is important, understanding is important. We do not move. There's a statement we used to use, a phrase when we started the house with some years ago, which has to do with we are helped of God, right? We are helped of God. We are impacted with knowledge. We are driven by vision, and we are accelerated by grace. These are like the three statements of 4 sentences we used when we started the house with 7 years ago and all that together. And that has been constant. Everything we do has been based on vision, has been based on what we understand about the times and the season that is in, and how literally you do not want to miss out on this, right? You do not want to miss out. My team is currently preparing our vision paper, and the vision paper is there's gonna be like a little bit of history of how the house of GREAT started, how when we started, how we just basically group chart, how it got to the point we are in, and where it is expected to be by 2030, what we're evolving to. So since I'm saying that I may not be no longer fully involved in crypto, I'm no longer having a lot of time to do what I've always been doing, and I'm like, so where's the community is going to be, where we're evolving to, right? A lot of things as regards AI and stuff and that will be shared, of where our vision paper and stuff and all that put together. We want to have a post-bull run party, right? And in that post-bull run party, you're expected to be there with your success stories, with your results, with your progress report. I know a lot of you are already making money, but there are still a lot of people who are yet to make that money as well. So make sure you plug in, be a part of whatever you need to be a part of, and be positioned. There's something I used to say, that life is so risky that you cannot get out of life alive. You've been losing money since, out of maybe some people out of foolishness, some out of stupidity, some out of ignorance, some out of lack of knowledge. And this is the time to be risked in. This is the time to be locked in. Because the time you're thinking that, okay, I want to be locked in this time, that time is literally going to be locked. See, there are people who there's something that is not a prophecy, right? Which always happens. It happens in every bull run. And I did that in the video which I posted, right? I posted a video on YouTube. Okay, my team posted that video actually. My team posted that video. Because I didn't even know when it went up. But I did that, like I recorded that video. And if you see on that video, it's an emphasis of what always happens, right? A lot of people within the next 1 month, even your friends who are not interested in crypto, like they feel like people, everybody want to buy, everybody want to get in. It's going to start, and that's the same thing. That's the same thing that happens, right? That's the same thing that happened. That's the same thing that happens. And that's the same that will still happen. And now, those of us who are like mentors, right? Those of us who are like mentors who are in platforms, we always get to that point where people are going to reach out to us and people want to now join your platform. Some people have been watching you for like 2 years, some are watching for 5 years, some are watching for 10 years. They will now become interested. They want to have joy. They want to do. They want to get involved. Everybody wants to get involved that time. At that time, people who are like us, we don't even bother. And that's what's going to happen. And sometimes people get in late. There's one of the people who became a very diehard follower of mine, like very, very close mentee of mine, amazing young man. So he's married and I think with 3 kids now and all that. So, but when he met me, he was single, right? I can recall he made a lot of money. He just stumbled on it because he bought some coins and he just made money. And he decided to now throw it into trading and futures and lost 80% of it. It was when his portfolio, and he made over 6 figures and was down to almost only $20,000. That was when he now reached out. This was last bull run. He now reached out and like, Shifu, please, I'm interested in joining on this platform now. I'm like, what have you been doing? Now, and I had to start guiding, okay, this is what you should do. This is how you should risk. This is how you should know risk and all that. Okay. These are benefits you get, especially when you're in the bull run group and stuff, because I think the last private session I had with them, I had to now do a portfolio strategy session all over again. How to manage your portfolio, how to manage your risk, how to have more of the wins and have less of the losses, right? But I was there when that famous phrase was going. Yeah, Mr. Scott has been for a very long time now. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's literally been a long time. And we've been seeing this in how we operate in our community, how we operate with the information being given and all that put together. And I don't know if you guys always remember what I used to say those days when I used to say that whatever I'm sharing with you guys, I'm preparing. I'm not just speaking to just lay people. I'm speaking to great people because I'm meant for a great audience, not for the whole world, just for a few. And the few are great persons. And if you're not great now, you're definitely bound to be great. The seed of greatness is in you. That's the only reason why you will be on this live stream and you'll be listening to me, because the only set of human beings I was destined to speak to are people who were born to be great. Only. I was not destined to speak to fools, and we have a lot of fools in the world, in this world. I'm not destined to speak to myopic, retarded individuals, and we have a lot of them in this world. People who their nuisance value is off the roof and off the charts. I'm not sent for them. I'm sent for that exclusive few. And if you are listening and a part of people on this live stream, you listen to me, it's because you are. Whether you are there now or maybe there's no physical signs of it, just know that you're destined to it. If maybe for any reason you've been looking down on yourself, you've been feeling discouraged and down, just remember that on Shifu's live stream, you were on his live stream and he said it, that the reason why you are on his live stream and listen to him is because you were destined to be great. You were destined to literally change your life. You know, for example, if we talk about a lot of what else, someone says, how does one get to be part of the email list? I think my team usually posts it on if you're in the Telegram groups or following on any of the socials, either my personal socials or House of God socials. My team always posts about, I think whenever any future email will be sent, they're going to post it and post the link. And so it's a legally you can do. But if any member of the team or admin is here, you can literally, if you can copy it out, I don't know if Debbie on this can copy it and post on the comment section. So if you just want to join in, you can literally just click on it and join as well. So do your best. Do your best, right? So whatever we get to see, I think those of you who, I used to hold a lot of physical meetings so many years ago. So many years, I don't do live streams. I was just doing physical meetings. I don't know if you saw the video I posted when I did a video 6-7 years ago, and how I was speaking, I was saying, this is what is going to happen in the next 5 years. This will happen in the next 4 years. This is what is going to happen. Everything I've said has come to pass. Especially when I talk about emphasis on where I'm going to be personally in my life. Right now, I'm at the point where I don't need to tell you where I'm going to be again, because it just keeps on getting better. Right now, it's about where you are going to be. Where you are going to be, right? I have so many. So, currently, we have a lot of individuals. So, most times, I barely have time to want to, which we literally see right now. My time of always coming live is reducing. My live streams is not like how I used to. There's time I was like every 2-3 market day, and now it's reducing because the majority of people who are actually taking my time are my people who are like on my one-on-one client list where I run my private fund management stuff and all that together. And yes, it's not for public set of persons. It's only for people who are 6, 7, 8, 9-figure position set of people, right? Those people, I engage in discretionary portfolio management for them and help more in getting them allocating their capital rightly for the market, for the season, and whatnot put together. But I didn't get here by chance. I didn't get into this position by chance. I didn't get to this position whereby people are entrusting 7 figures, multiple 7 figures to you, some entrusting 8 figures to you, and say, okay, manage it for this and what is going to happen and all that. There are some people, a lot of people right now are capitalizing on it. And you know, sometimes when people say, Shifu, I saw your video, somebody took your video and is posting your video and probably is taking advantage of your video and using it to make money and all that. And I don't feel bad about it. Why? I just say that, okay, this person is trying to reposition. He's trying to reposition or she's trying to reposition. Right? The world is so big and there's so much billions and mega millions out there for every single one of us. Right? I mean, there's so many people who have trained in this space, are present in this space. We're going to be having our physical conferences soon, the House of World conference and meeting soon. So, and the information announcement is going to be done, right? And prior to that, a lot of people who have trained from like 2019, 2018, 2020, a lot of them are going to be in these meetings. Some of them own their own communities right now, are teaching other people. They're mentors to people. So the coin being a mentor of mentors has been there because I've mentored a lot of people who are now mentors. A lot who are now mentors in their right, in their space. Some are even have bigger communities than I do. Some have bigger reach than I do right now. But it's a beautiful thing because I get to see these things. And the true joy of a real mentorship is giving you what you're not qualified for while qualifying you for it. I always say this because we have a wrong set of those, especially those of us who are from an African background. We have a wrong set of mentorship, understanding of mentorship in Africa, right? We feel like mentorship means you have to be a godfather that will walk on people's toes or walk on people's head. And no. True mentorship is giving what you're not qualified for while qualifying you for it. And that's why even the testimonies like we're getting the Forex Trading Network, about 3 of them or so, this is their first time trading Forex. They are beginners, but yet they pass their account. Why? Because I'm giving them a value, a training, which they don't even qualify for. Why qualifying them for it? The assets we are doing, having the bull run group, having the ETF, is giving you access, which naturally you may not even qualify for the amount you're even paying to be there. But while you are there, qualifying you for it with the right level of training, with the right level of understanding, the right level of mentorship, and you just want to maximize this period, right? A lot of people have gambled their money away. Please don't gamble your money away. Do not gamble your money away this period. Gamble in so many meme coins, so many posts bad. There are so many things. In fact, you see some of the things who launched today, they do like 10 million market cap. In the next second, you're seeing them at 100K market cap, 200K market cap. It's crazy, right? But wait for the momentum shift. So this is going to be like an extra bonus. On-chain shift is going to begin very massively from the 20th. Very massively from the 20th. On-chain shift. When I mean on-chain shift, I'm referring to on-chain volume. And to become intense in May. So the way we're having JITs right now is going to reduce because the greed level of people is going to be massive. So instead of gambling now, just wait till that time. Just wait till that time. We just have a couple of days more and you could decide to get crazy. There's a time to be so crazy. Those in high funds is a time to get position and all of that. So remember, I will talk about the essence of understanding the future. We don't chase the future. We don't pursue the future. We position for the future. Position for the future. And one of the things I always tell us that the whole world is one big global casino. And the richest people we have in this world today are people who know how to make strategic bets in whatever industry they find themselves, such that when they make that bet and it plays out very well for them, they get paid with generational wealth. And we've seen it over and over and over and over again. What generational wealth may mean to you may not be what it's going to mean to the other person, right? I was talking to somebody the other day and I was like, I am broke. And the person was laughing, and the boy made a very strong statement. And the person was like, Shifu, if you make a statement saying that you are broke, your broke state is my financial freedom state, and I burst out of laugh. But that's the reality for a lot of people. Somebody could say he's broke, and that's because he's down a couple millions of dollars. And then you be saying you're broke, maybe you're down 6 figures. Or someone else will say they are broke because they are down nothing at all, 5 figures or 4 figures. Maybe they don't even have to pay $100. And so, but to you, having $1 million feels like you're broke. Or having $500,000 feels you're broke. It differs for each person. But one thing is, with the right strategy and positioning, you will definitely land in profits over time. So make sure you're in the right groups, make sure you're in the right mentorship, make sure you're in the right platforms, and take advantage of these revelations, these informations. Even most times when I get to share some of the things which I share maybe on Twitter and all that sometimes I may not fully update anything there, but maybe in the private bull run group, in the ETF, I do update stuff and all that together. So you just want to be, right? You literally want to be. Is it time to lock in? Because what you choose to do or not do now within the next couple of days will determine the next couple of months. And what you choose to do or not do within the next couple of months will also determine the next 5 years. You don't want to live the next 5 years in regrets, but I want to live it in pleasure and happiness. And that has to do with what you choose to do now. Right? I wish everybody the best. I wish us a better progress, better understanding. For those who want to probably want to plug into the bull run group or the ETF, if you check the description of this video, there should be a link to reach out to me, and log in. There's something called I'm coming. Let me check for it. Okay, I think I've seen it. So I think if you click this link, so I may not be able, I can't see Facebook, I can't see X, but I can only see YouTube. So if you click this link, you should be able to, what is it called? Click the link, you should be able to take you straight to my DM, and you can literally get plugged in on any of the groups and platforms you want to be in as well. And let's get it this season, let's get it this period, let's get it. This is the final crypto world transfer. Will there be a bull run in the next 5 years? Yes. And if you look at the 3 things I made emphasis on, which has to do with, number 1, I made emphasis on speed, right? Number 2, I made emphasis on coins that there are some that are going to peak in June, some going to peak in July, some going to peak August. And when you expect all to move, they won't move like that, right? And then they are going to be done. And you want to know all this. Then the 3 things I made emphasis on is that even after the bull run as well, there are some that are going to thrive like Bitcoin and Ethereum for the next 5 years, how the world is going to get to be. They'll be relevant and essential for those 5 years. So that means people who are going to be thinking of that are people who already have made so much money right now, then they can now position for that next 5 years. But those people are in different level, in different ballgame. This opportunity for layman life being changed, the layman today, some of the look, it is just now. And outrageous gains will literally no longer be within a short period of time. The next kind of time for you to see maybe 1,000% growth, 5,000% growth is going to take so many years. Just like we said, Nvidia. How many years took people who invested in Nvidia to make the amount of money? That's how crypto is going to be. From September, crypto is going to be like that, right? Moving forward, crypto is going to be like that. That those big gains will take a long period of time before you see it. But right now, the short opportunity is there for you, and get in, right? Get in. If it's the bull run group, the ETF, is the one-on-one portfolio structuring, just get in, right? And set yourself up. Literally set yourself up. Okay, guys, bye for now. Peace out. I have another outing to do after this session, and that was think I've spent like an hour already